So we're in the greenhouse today. My dream has come true. I have 5-gallon self-wicking buckets all the way around the greenhouse. In today's video, I'll show you how I make these. All right, we're here in the greenhouse today. We're going to talk about these 5-gallon buckets that I use to grow food in. My goal has forever been to have the entire perimeter of the greenhouse with these buckets. Today I bought the buckets, I bought the towels. We're going to make some pots. First thing you do is get a 2-inch hole saw. Could be a little bit bigger, could be smaller, doesn't really matter. You have to be able to stuff a towel through the hole. For the second and final hole that we are going to drill, it's for the watering pipe. So in theory, I would have a hole saw that's just a little bit bigger than this. When I use the 2-inch hole saw, it's because before I had 2-inch PVC. So most of my buckets do have the 2-inch watering pipe. I did this one, I did these three yesterday with the skinnier pipe. And I think using the skinnier pipe, as long as I can get a stream of water in there, it gives my, in growing in containers, I'm always concerned about how much growing room the roots have. So there's the skinnier pipe. Here's the thicker pipes. Basically, I'm going to start using whatever I can get my hands on. So it made sense to just have one drill bit to drill both holes. So I've switched the drill bit. This was given to me by the heating and air conditioning contractor. They had extra on a job site. So I figured the smaller the tube, as long as I can shoot water through here, it gives me more dirt in my bucket. So I'm now drilling the second hole for my watering tube, which is actually going to be a series of little holes. Just enough that this can stick through it. There we go. So that's it for our interior bucket. Now, for the exterior bucket, I've done enough of these that I know where it lands. But when I stack this bucket inside the other one, see that? When they're stacked inside one another, there's going to be, I'm lining the lip up here, there's going to be this much space in the bottom. And I know from experience that that lands right about in the middle of the R. I want my hole to be, at the bottom of the R. And over here, it's part of the 650. Fax 650. I put the drill bit right in the middle of that. Who the hell used fax today? I don't know. Update your buckets there, Home Depot. So I know where that goes, so I come and I drill 3 holes. You take this and put it inside. So I went to Ross and bought new towels. They have to be 100% cotton. I maybe should wash them. I'm impatient, and I don't think it's I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But if you're worried about the dye in the towel, maybe white would be best, but these were the cheapest ones. I've used colored ones before, and compared to what I normally eat, which is like Fruity Pebbles, anything that I grow in my garden, whether it's organic or done with a dyed towel or in a plastic bucket, is going to be better than, what I ate before I gardened. So you take the towel, you put it down in the hole. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to fill the bottom one up with water to there. This gets wet. If you've ever left a towel in a full bathtub and it's hanging over the edge, you know that the towel gets soaking wet and it drips out on the floor. Same theory here. When this gets wet, the entire thing is going to get wet here in the bucket. It's going to keep wet. So when you plant something in the top, there's always some of the plants grow down through and live in the bottom of the bucket where I keep water. Some of them stay up near the top if they're shallow roots and they don't want a lot of water. So the water just kind of gradually seeps up, and the plant can get the perfect amount of water it wants every time. So when I do the water pipe, this is how I fill my bucket, right? So I do that. I'm going to cut this here. We can spray water down here. It fills the bucket when it comes out the hole here, I know. That way I'm only watering like every 3 to 5 days. Always cut your fill pipe with an angle on the bottom. So there's a completed 5-gallon bucket, self-wicking. You can see that I want to get as much water as possible in this bottom thing. The hole barely comes up. You don't want the plant sitting in water. That's what the 2-step system here is, because the roots don't like to sit in water. But the towel keeps the dirt moist so the plant can get the perfect amount of water. Well, there it comes out the bottom. So there's the 5-gallon bucket, self-wicking system. Completed, ready to go. Plant like normal. Just keep water in the bottom of it, and the plant gets the perfect amount of water. And you're not watering every day. You don't have to worry about the dirt and checking to see all that. It makes it real simple. It's not the prettiest pot, but I mean, if you have your kids or you or your grandkids want to art up the bucket, I mean, that'd be a great home art project. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, think about hitting the like button. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. We're in the greenhouse today. My dream has come true. I have 5-gallon self-wicking buckets all the way around the greenhouse. And today's video is to show you how I make these. And today's video is in today's video, I'll show you how I make these.